As a solo creator, honestly, the most soul-crushing part of making content is the editing. You could spend hours, sometimes days, taking a long conversation or a 2-hour recording and turning it into something tight, watchable, and shareable. Maybe you've thought about hiring an editor to speed things up, and sure, adding someone to the team is great. But before you go down that road, let me tell you how I cut the whole process way down using Vizard. I go from recording a long-form episode to having ready-to-post clips for YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Spotify in under 2 hours, often under 1, and I still have time to design thumbnails and batch short-form content. I do all the editing myself, and Vizard is the reason I can keep a consistent publishing schedule without burning out. Last year, I launched my tech podcast, and we've nearly hit 250,000 audio downloads. Our YouTube channel, which is still growing, has almost 2K subscribers and over 200K views. None of that happens if I'm stuck in the edit suite for half the week. So I want to walk you through the Vizard workflow I actually use every week. Think of this as 7 practical AI tools inside one platform that replace a lot of manual editing work, so you can focus on ideas, not trimming silence. First up, auto-editing for viral clips. This is the core thing that changed my workflow. Vizard scans your long video, finds the high engagement moments, the laughs, the mic drop points, the concise takes, and turns them into ready-to-post short clips. You don't have to manually scrub through an hour recording to find a 30 to 60 second highlight. Vizard finds them for you and even suggests hooks and caption copy based on the moment. It's not perfect every time, but it's eerily good at spotting viral moments. Compared to other tools I tried, some of them are great at recording, but their clip selection is manual or super pricey. Vizard's AI is both affordable and tuned for creators who want volume without losing quality. Second, the silence and fillers cleanup. There's nothing more amateur than long, awkward pauses or constant ums in a clip. Vizard has an auto-trim feature that removes dead air and can reduce filler words across the chosen clips. You can control how aggressive you want it to be. For long-form output, I usually pick a balanced setting, so conversations still breathe. For short-form viral clips, I ramp it up and let the AI tighten every pause. This alone saves me a ton of time because I used to manually slice audio and smooth transitions for every clip. Third, chaptering and transcription built in. Vizard auto-generates timestamps and chapter markers across your recording, so you can jump straight to topics without hunting. The transcript is editable, which means if a sentence needs to be cut for a clip, you can literally delete the text and the corresponding audio gets trimmed. It's like editing a document, except you're moving video around. Also, those timestamps are easy to copy and paste into your podcast show notes or YouTube description. Huge time saver when you're prepping distribution. Fourth, brand kit and caption styles. I always want my videos to feel like they belong to my channel. Consistent fonts, lower thirds, logo placement, and caption aesthetics. Vizard lets you save a brand preset. Fonts, color schemes, caption layout, like large subtitles for TikTok versus more subtle captions for YouTube, and intro-outro clips. Apply a brand and all your clips are styled automatically. It feels much less like a template and more like an extension of your channel. Other platforms often force you into one caption style or charge per export for custom branding. Vizard keeps it simple and creator-friendly. Fifth, add-ons for B-roll and overlays. While Vizard's main strength is clip selection and scheduling, it also supports easy overlays, titles, simple image inserts, and basic B-roll placement. If I need a quick visual to cover a cut or to emphasize a point, I can drop it in without leaving the tool. For creators who want heavy multi-layer editing or advanced motion graphics, you'll still need Premiere or Final Cut. But for weekly content creators who want polished social clips fast, the overlay toolbox is more than enough. Sixth, batch processing and one-click workflows. This is probably the thing that makes me sound like I'm cheating. You can create a workflow template that applies your brand, trimming rules, clip length preferences, and caption style automatically. After a recording, hit one button and Vizard will run that workflow across the whole session. It'll generate multiple short clips optimized for vertical formats, create an export for YouTube, and even cue audio for your podcast host. You still give it a quick pass to tweak a few cuts, but 80-90% of the work is done automatically. Compare that to exporting huge files, handing them off to an editor, waiting days, and then dealing with revisions. This is faster and way cheaper in time cost. Seventh, auto-scheduling plus content calendar. This is the feature that turns editing productivity into real audience growth. Vizard doesn't just make clips, it helps you publish them. Set the posting frequency, tell the AI when you want content to go live and which platforms to target, and it will schedule posts automatically. The content calendar gives you a single view of what's queued, what went out, and where you might need more clips. For creators who batch record, this is invaluable. Instead of scrambling every day to create something to post, you can record once and have content drip across weeks or months. Bonus, Magic Clips, Vizard's version of Surprise Me. If you're looking for inspiration or just want to see what the AI thinks are the absolute best moments, Magic Clips will pull a set of shorts for you based on different criteria. Most emotional, most energetic, most concise, or even speaker-focused. You can then refine, add captions, or directly schedule them to post. I use this when I'm feeling lazy or when I'm trying to scale up output for a growth push. Now, full transparency, there are other great tools out there. Some recording-first platforms like Riverside let you capture multicam, high-quality audio, and have built-in editors. They're excellent for recording and live features, and they've been innovators in the space. But I found Riverside's clip generation and scheduling to be less automated and, depending on your needs, more expensive for high-volume short-form output. Other editors might give you fine-grained control, but they require more manual time or paper export models. Vizard sits in the sweet spot for creators who want automation tuned for virality and consistent publishing without breaking the bank. Here's my actual week. I record with my co-host once a week. Vizard transcribes and marks chapters automatically. I apply my brand kit and one-click workflow, let the AI trim silences and remove filler words, and hit generate. While it's processing, I draft thumbnails, tweak a few titles, and plan the short-form schedule in the content calendar. Within an hour or two, I have 10 to 15 ready-to-post clips, a YouTube export, and an MP3 for the podcast host. The difference between doing that manually and doing it with Vizard is a few frantic days versus a couple of focused hours. If you're a creator who struggles to make consistent short-form content from long-form recordings, Vizard will feel like hiring a personal editor that never sleeps. It's not a perfect replacement for a skilled human editor if you need cinematic cuts or complex graphics, but for volume, speed, and platform-optimized clips, it's a game changer. And the scheduler content calendar combo means your channel looks active even when you're deep in research or on a break. If you want to see my exact process, I've got a walkthrough where I show a full recording going into Vizard and coming out as an entire week's worth of posts, raw to scheduled. I'll link that in the description. If you're curious about live recording tools or deeper multicam setups, I'll drop a separate breakdown comparing Riverside, Descript, and a few others I tested with pros and cons and where Vizard fits. Anyway, if you have questions about how I set the clip lengths, how I train the AI on my brand voice, or what my scheduling cadence looks like, drop a comment and I'll respond personally. And if you try Vizard, tell me what your workflow looks like. I love seeing how different creators adapt these tools. Alright, back to editing. Got a stack of clips to polish and a week of posts to schedule. Can't wait to see what you create with this tech.